NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time.
This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine.
Welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner, everybody. I'm Alex Laverson, and with me is our producer, Mr. Angelo Parada. And as always, he's here to bust my chops, and I don't even know where you're going with this at. So,
I wanted to give you my glasses because apparently you've never seen football, or maybe you haven't been able to see it lately. And in lieu of an eye doctor, I thought I'd give that to you. Since my Notre Dame Fighting Irish posted another win.
Listen.
And the Kitty Cats from Penn State posted a 1-point loss.
Well, you know, Angelo, that was probably one of the worst play calls I've
Let's
ever
run
seen.
off tackle. Oh, I know.
On a 4th and 5. So on a 4th and 5, they're going to what? Run it up the middle. And then my favorite thing was how after the game, James Franklin, basically, I feel like he knew he messed up. He was going off in his press conference. He even got into a shouting match with one of the fans, his own fans. And, Angelo, I feel bad, honestly, for all those Penn State fans. And that was the biggest attendance in Beaver Stadium history.
Well, see, it was the wrong Ohio team.
Mm-hmm.
After Kent State, they were supposed to play Miami of Ohio, not Ohio State.
Well, it's not as if Penn State got blown out by Ohio State. They only lost by one.
They got beat at home.
Yeah, they got beat up by 1 point.
Home field is supposed to be a 7-point advantage.
I feel like that was more of James Franklin blowing it for his team, and that team does have talent. And honestly, I feel bad.
What team has talent? Notre Dame, yeah.
No, listen, Notre Dame still hasn't been put to the test yet either.
What they're beating everybody in front of them. Granted, they haven't played Kent State yet.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying,
You know?
Penn State beat the teams they should be, and that's what Notre Dame is doing too. What I'm trying to say now.
Stanford was a quality team.
Stanford was ranked what? Number 7.
They're leading the Pac-10.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying before that, Notre Dame did the same thing. They beat the teams they were supposed to beat. And Penn State beat the teams they were supposed to beat, but they didn't beat a team that ultimately I think is better than them. And so what will happen, Penn State, I think they'll lose maybe 1 or 2 more. They'll get their 9 wins or 10 wins. And I do agree with you. They'll lose to the teams that are better than them. And the rest of their schedule are basically playing against teams I feel like Penn State can beat. You know what I mean?
And then there was Pitt.
Man, Pitt. Listen, year 4, Pat Narduzzi, man, his first 2 years look so promising. This is a team that looks lost. I feel bad for Kenny Pickett. He seems out of place. He seems lost. He doesn't know what to do. And usually, like, there's something you can look forward to with the Pitt team. I can't think of anything that really is a bright spot for Pitt. Quadri Ollison's a great player, but other than that...
I know what they're looking forward to.
What are they looking forward to?
Going to Permanis after the game.
They're looking forward to going to Permanis after the game.
And then there's your Steelers.
They're your Steelers, too.
Okay, well, geez, oh man, where's their corner chill?
I don't know. Well,
they got the mileage really bad.
Well, where was the play of your favorite player, Ben Roethlisberger, only putting up 11 fantasy points? He had one good throw.
And that's a fantasy because he was the best player on the field.
Well, honestly, I think
Steelers.
You can see where, honestly, that's where they missed Le'Veon Bell at, because Le'Veon Bell, could catch passes out of the backfield, open up the game, and then now you only have really one weapon, Antonio Brown, although Vance McDonald looked pretty tough last night too. So it's
Well, here's what you have to think. There's something wrong in Mudville when you have to get the worst possible call. It's a first down. The Browns are going to run out the game and win, and they give them the, Ichabod slide. Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. No, you really didn't make that first down. Even though your head is laying across the 20 and the ball is clearly across the yard marker, we're going to reverse that decision. Yep. Somebody was drinking too much Lake Erie water out in Oakland.
Listen, Baker Mayfield looked good, though. So I'm sure that's going to make Browns fans happy.
What'd Baker make?
So we're already going with the corny jokes? All right. I'll go along with it. Baker made a couple touchdown throws. That's what he made.
He's a cupcake.
He's a cupcake. Okay. Listen, but I think we need to take a break here. So when we get back, I'm sure our producer's going to have a lot more interesting things to talk about. Maybe the Pirates actually getting over 500. And but other than that, PA teams this weekend went 0 for 5. What a rough weekend for PA teams. But let's take a break and now a word from our sponsors.
This program furnished by the MAD Unit, Mobile Auto Detailing. See Michael Sad at themadunit.com.
Holy snowman, it's the Turf Bar, home of great sandwiches, appetizers, tacos, you name it, they have it at the Turf Bar. It's just the right food. You'll enjoy those special drinks. They're there too. And get that nice cold beverage, relax, enjoy the Turf Bar. If you ain't there, you should be. Hello, friends. Pinella Brothers, 1701 Hamilton Street, provided funding for this program. Great food and drink, Pinella Brothers.
And welcome back to the Cedar Sports Corner, everybody, for our second segment. And Angela, before we went to break, I mentioned to you how the Pirates, technically finished with the winning season, 81 wins and 80 losses. Do you remember?
Okay.
Wait. Do you remember before baseball started back in April? What did I say? You can look at any of the shows we talk about baseball. I said if the Pirates could finish above 500 after the type of offseason they had, where they got crucified by the media and, made some very questionable roster decisions, I would say it'd be a good thing. And then, look, they did it.
Well, here's what you got to think.
Mm-hmm.
Now, baseball season's over. What season is next for the Pirates? Trading season.
Mm-hmm.
Time to trade all those guys away so that everybody can buy new shirts.
New shirts.
Yeah.
Okay. And
new shirts.
I know. Jerseys. I know. It's all about
the new name on it.
I know. Listen. I don't know. Well, hey, we got news that Kong's coming back. King Kong. Hey, King Kong. That's a new one we could call him. He's coming back finally. Do you think that's going to propel the Pirates at all?
Listen, I don't know what's going to propel the Pirates except maybe exorcism.
Oh, man.
Maybe exorcism of the owners because they avoid the playoffs at all costs.
Right.
I mean, my son said, "Did the Pirates win, Dad?" And I was like, "I didn't even know." And he was like, "Yeah, they won." And he was happy because he's a Pirate fan and I'm a Pirate fan. But, now it's time to move to the playoffs and watch the Yankees take on Oakland.
Yankees take on Oakland. I'm not interested in baseball at all. Now that, Pirates are over. I didn't get my hopes up on the Pirates during the season at all, but I did keep checking my phone to see, if they were around that 500 mark. And honestly, listen, I'll take it. The Pirates don't get many winning seasons. What, they get a... Last winning one was in 2015. Then obviously they had the playoff years before that. And then before that was 21 years. So, we get a winning season once every, almost 20-plus years. So, I know it's not a big deal to most Pirate fans. To me, I think it's a big deal. You could say you technically had a winning season.
But the big thing here is Sunday. Do you know what it is Sunday?
Sunday would be the 6th.
7th.
The 7th.
It's a hockey night in Newcastle.
Oh, okay. So elaborate on that a little bit.
There are now 6 teams in the hockey league. And we went from baseball season where we did the Newcastle semi-pro. It was the Beaver Lawrence semi-pro league. Very good baseball season. Had the coach from Fairmont up in the playoffs. And now we have a 6-team hockey league in Lawrence County.
Awesome.
The Chiefs, Cedars, Crane Room, Bunkin Men, okay, Joint Express, or I messed up that name, and there was one more, and forgive me that I forgot it, but because I'm just learning about this today, and I am totally pumped up about this hockey league.
And where do we go to watch them play again?
Hess. And if for some reason you can't make it to Hess, every Sunday night there's going to be the hockey game of the week.
Oh, there we go.
So
interesting, and I'm glad too, because we definitely have a lot of hockey fans here in Lawrence County, especially Newcastle. And speaking of hockey, look,
yep,
I didn't even plan this, really. Look,
now,
the Penguins.
You great hockey puck, you. We're going to have to go to a break.
We're going to we are going to take a break. And when we come back, maybe we will talk a little bit of the Penguins. And I'm sure Angelo will have something he wants to talk about. Angelo, actually, I'll give you the whole third segment to talk about whatever you want. All right? Because God knows you never get to hog the conversation. So I'll let you pick.
Mike, you hurt my feelings.
We're going to take a break and now word from our sponsors.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535. These fine businesses provided funding for this program. Gatherings, Town and Country, and On Target.
And we're back.
We are back, and Angelo, I said you could talk about whatever you want this segment, so...
Well, let's divide this up properly.
Okay.
First of all, who do you think the hottest baseball team is to win the World Series?
Listen, man, I haven't been following it all. I don't even know who's in it. The Yankees.
Well, the Yankees are a wild card team, and I actually think they're better than the Red Sox, who won the division. So, I agree with you on that spot. I say that it becomes the Yankees and the Braves.
Yankees and the Braves. And I won't root for the Braves because growing up, I feel like that was the team that I always could count on.
Stopping the Pirates.
Stopping the Pirates. Well, not that the Pirates obviously won many games when I was a kid during the 90s, but it was just that one team where I know, especially when I got tickets to a game with my family, I know they were going to lose. And so I have such a such a bias against them and Chipper Jones. So
Next up, basketball.
basketball. So what do you want to talk about in basketball?
Are the Boston Celtics going to be the team that wins the NBA title?
Honestly, you kind of have to just pick Golden State just by, pure logic and reason. They're Golden State. They're the super team of the NBA. What's LeBron? I don't even think LeBron's even trying to form a super team down in LA. I think he's just kind of like just
chilling,
retiring. He's like,
well,
I think he's over it all.
Boston starts out the preseason playing the Cavs. And a lot of people are saying it's going to be Boston and Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would want Boston to win. I'm over Golden State. I'm over the whole super team thing in the NBA. Honestly, everyone's been hearing about it for a while now, and obviously I think LeBron started the super team element when joining the Miami Heat in 2010. That was the beginning of all it, and now it's kind of like he's paying for it, But I'm over. I just kind of want Golden State to be dethroned.
the Celtics are the team to do that.
I don't know. I feel like the NBA is better when LeBron's better, and LeBron's in the championship.
I don't think so.
You don't
I
think so?
the NBA is better when Boston is better.
I think you're just a Celtics fan who's trying.
Okay.
So what is it with Irish? Are you Irish at all?
I'm a direct descendant of St. Patrick. See,
So-
St. Patrick came from Roman London.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Roman London means that the Italians were there.
Right.
And Italians love to celebrate. And because of that, all these good Irish people, they have holidays now and everything. Because we taught them,
Mhm.
life's a party. Just have a good time. They're not too good at making wine, but,
So is that why you're a fan of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Boston Celtics?
And speaking of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, I thought you'd never ask.
Mm-hmm. Well, we talked about them earlier, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But no, I'm rooting. I told you, I'm rooting for them. I want them
Virginia
to be.
Tech this week.
And do you remember what I said about Virginia Tech? They're like that one school that always just finds a way to ruin it for everyone.
Will Kelly have their team ready to go? Down in Blacksburg.
I feel like so often a coach gets almost scapegoated in a way when a team loses or when they get upset. Oh, this coach didn't have his team ready to play.
Here's why I don't think Virginia Tech will be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
When Kelly coached at Cincinnati, they were in the Big East Conference. And he was very used to playing Virginia Tech.
Well, you have to understand, though, in college football, anything happens. And, so Brian Kelly has familiarity with Virginia Tech, Well, Virginia Tech has a different coach now.
Even so, but he's familiar with, this is where the gas station is, this is where the hotel is, this is where the pop is.
So it's in Virginia Tech, then?
It's at Virginia Tech.
I don't know, man. I said before, Virginia Tech just finds a way to ruin it for any type of voters. They're BCS busters. They'll lose to James Madison or Duquesne, but at the same time they'll beat the number 3 team in the country. So it's I wouldn't say it's a trap game because I don't always think a coach doesn't have their team ready to play when they get upset or something like that. But it's it's definitely a game where. I don't think it's easy. I don't think it's definitely a win. I think they will win. I don't think it's like this guaranteed automatic W that people are thinking it could be.
Now, the Steelers have a new song in their locker room.
Okay.
Okay. They're singing, they're listening to the Supremes. When will I see you again? And they're referring to wins.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, with this Steeler team, I feel like nobody knows for sure what's going to happen with them. They play the Falcons this week.
There's no defense.
I was just so sick of it all. Honestly, it's crisis mode right now. They're 1-2-1 or whatever. They'll probably be 1-3-1 after they play the Falcons. The defense is such a joke. I'll tell you what, man. I don't know what it is when they start games. It's just they get bullied.
You know what? They remind me of a Skolamakadun.
Mm-hmm.
Skolamakadun means macaroni, stay, water, go. And the Steelers are kind of like the macaroni watching the water go through the holes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It just happens. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. Just the way they've been starting out games to me it's alarming. That needs to be addressed. And I know you can't do this, but imagine if you take away just the first 5 minutes of the games they've been losing. Imagine how many points.
Imagine if we took away Mr. Tomlin and replaced him with a coach.
Well, his seat is definitely heating up, and we'll talk about that more, I'm sure, next week. But I think that's a wrap. And, Angelo, any last words?
Go Irish.
Go Irish. And Pat Narduzzi, man, I like you. Win some games. Okay, make it easy on us. Pitt fans don't want another coaching search. At least I don't think so. But that's it, everybody, and I hope you all have a wonderful one.
A special thanks to the YMCA for caring about the Lawrence County community and providing funding for this program.